Hey, what's up? So I wanted to do a video. I felt like last night my last video was pretty dark, and I wanted, you know, I know some kids see my videos, and I just wanted to explain like people have layers. You know what I mean? Like I have a sense of humor as well. Like I don't want that part to get lost. Like and you know I don't want kids thinking like, just be dark and just fuck the world and all this kind of shit. Like, dude, I try to make my lady laugh all the time, and let me tell you a little story that I think is funny. So I used to, uh, I used to get booked on Baywatch as a featured extra, like the cheesiest show on the planet, right? Ever, I think. Um, and they're like, hey, can you wear like a little pink visor, like clear, like see through and shit, and the sun fucking is still in my eyes, dude. Or you know, can you wear this like these dolphin shorts? They're like that big, pink, neon, and can you do you know how to rollerblade? Like goofy stuff like that. Can you swerve through cones and shit? Stupid. Do you know how to throw a frisbee? Yeah, I do, dude. It's just like you grab it and you just throw it, and then someone catches it. That's kind of it. That's the science behind it. So what? And I got those gigs like through my modeling agent at the time, and you know um, I guess I was never credited. I never asked for credit. Like I don't care. Whatever. Who cares? But I was on the show a bunch of times, and just doing goofy shit like that. Like the guy who waves hi, no lines, but or just whatever, like building a sandcastle, like stupid shit. Hey, I found a fucking sand crab, like whatever. Uh, but the point is later, I as a joke, I'm like, I think it would be funny, and eBay was cracking off at the time, and I've told this story on Twitter before, but for the kids, just to understand, like, hey, have a sense of humor too, like layers. That's my point. Layers. People have layers. Like, I just don't want the kids to see me as like, oh, this guy's only dark. So later, I see eBay's like cracking off at the time, probably before you're born, you know. And there's a bunch of stupid stuff being sold on there, and I'm like, I think it'd be funny if I try to sell like Baywatch beach sand, and I'm like, in it I say like, oh, this is the same sand that Kelly Slater and Pamela Anderson like ran up and down, you know what I mean? Like they played with it, and and so I put that on eBay, and for a fair price, $100. Like, come on. And I said, hey, I'll seal it up. It's gonna be fresh in a mason jar and everything. And you know, quality. You know what I mean? I thought it'd be funny just to make myself laugh, actually. And so 2 years later, or I don't know, 2 or 3 years later, I got zero bids. A couple years later, I'm at the beach with my, I'm in Hawaii with my ex. We're at the Royal Hawaiian, front row, because that's how agents do it. Roll in, hey, everything's free. Um, um, Points, Um, and, she has like a stack of magazines, and she's like, hey, do you want to read one? And I'm like, nah, I don't give a fuck. It's all this like, all these rags and stuff. And I'm like, I don't care. But I'm sitting there. I'm like, I don't know. I got nothing else to do. Yeah, sure. Toss me one. And so then I'm reading this thing, and I get, and not reading, like skimming, because I don't give a fuck. And excuse my language, kids. And I but you talk like this anyway, and so I get to the centerfold, and it's the story of that. Like they printed like the dumbest shit, like people have tried to sell on eBay. Like, what is the dumbest shit people have tried to sell? And my story is front fuck in the centerfold. I'm like, what? This is hilarious. And this is the first time I've ever read this magazine. The very first time, the one and only time I've ever read this magazine. And I'm like, holy crap, they picked that up as like to print it. Like, that is crazy. And I was dying laughing. Tears streaming down my face. Like, oh my God, I can't even believe this. Hilarious. And guess what? Here it is. There we go. Dude, on the centerfold, I thought it was hilarious. Can you see that? So to the kids, like, have a sense of humor, too. Yeah, I'm a dark guy. All the stuff I write is dark. Those are the stories I tell. But just understand that away from what I'm saying on Twitter and so forth, dude, I crack a lot of jokes, and I'm a jokester and all of this. So, just understand that part. People have layers again, and I would recommend that if you're a kid, like find the humor in life as well. That's the point of that. Find the humor in it. All right, kids. I wish you the best, kids, and just understand that behind what I'm saying, I'm trying to protect the kids, essentially, and help them not go through so much crap, but laugh your way out of some of this stuff. That's it. Later.